Hey everybody, this is a weight loss video, Total Transformation by Janae Colvin, and I will be doing a voiceover, kind of walking through the little clips with you, kind of giving you a little explanation of my life and my journey. So that is little old me. Yes, Janae DC. I was born May 26, 1997, making me 21 years of age. I was born and raised in Midland, Texas, and then I moved to Houston, Texas, and that is where I reside now. And life has definitely been definitely a journey. So yeah, my weight has definitely been the major obstacle of my life. Even when I was in elementary school to middle school to high school, my weight has always been the biggest issue to my life, causing me to have self-esteem issues, causing me to have a lot of self-confidence, and just a lot of life issues just as a young child. Even when I moved to high school, I danced. I've always danced and played sports, played basketball, played softball, played flag football, played a lot of things. But I've always danced throughout my time. I could dance for drill team. my senior year of high school was actually the best year of my life, dance-wise. We actually got to choreograph a dance with a high school in the local area with K Park, and it was very historical, making something like this with two rivalry schools coming together. And to showcase that, my last year really exemplified my leadership skills. Although my weight really fluctuated throughout my senior year, I still kept the same spirit within me. However, I was very depressed and going through a lot of issues with myself, with my body, with my life, but I still kept a smile on my face and I pushed through, and I made it all the way to graduation, and I made it all the way to the banquet, and so even to college. I did studio dance. I even danced in college, and so my weight still has always been one of those things where it's just like not been what I would want as a typical dancer. It hasn't been your, like, ballerina style dancer. I've always been this big curvaceous, like, womanly person, and so putting that on top of my personality, it just hadn't been really beneficial to my life and my career and where I want to be. And so I just really struggled. My mom, she has been a big influencer in my life. She has just definitely been one of those persons I've always seen as my mom, and I never realized her weight had been an issue either. And so once I saw her starting to work out and lose weight, it motivated me to start working out and lose weight. And I was just always like, I felt like I was in competition with her, because then I would go on social media and see my grandmother posting all these things, and then always looking up like health meals and motivational quotes, and she looks amazing. And then it's just like, okay, if your mom is looking great, your grandma's looking great, and it kind of just puts you in this perspective of like, why shouldn't you be great? So yeah, definitely. Once I got about 18, 19, I kicked it into gear about wanting to lose weight, but actually I didn't start until about 2016, so I was about 19. And then last year when I was 20 is when my weight really dropped, and I began to broadcast just my whole journey, because I got to a point where I was no longer living underneath this hermit crab shell, because I didn't feel confident in myself, even though I excelled at everything I've done in my whole entire life. It's just my weight never really kind of gave that whole perspective. And so once I started working out consistently and eating right, and changing up my whole lifestyle, I started to see the difference in myself, and I started to see pictures from back in the day to now, and then I see the changes, and I'm like, okay, I see something that I've never seen before. And so now I look at myself and I see the things that I want to be, and I see that we have so much more to do, but now I actually can say that, you can do this, and it is possible. And I remember when I first stepped on the scale, and when I step on the scale now, and I see how things change. So I can say it is possible, and just stick with me, and we can definitely get through this together. So let's dance.
Type of money she gon' let you put it in the bag. Big bank, tight, low body. Big bank, tight, low body.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked the M's. Told him I met Slim Shady back then.
Sing this song.
stuck with you. Sometimes it gets
Everybody